Hello, my name is Inonge Malumo from the Corporate Communications team, and I am thrilled to be here at the launch of Phase 2 of Anglo-American's education program. Now, this is momentous because it sees us double our investment to over 1 billion rand in education. And of course, that doubles our scope and our commitment to improving educational outcomes. Now, a feat of this magnitude cannot possibly be achieved on our own, and that's why we had a superb partner in the Department of Basic Education, who have in fact been our partner ever since Phase 1 launched 4 years ago. Well, I'm here with James Kiwi. He is the CEO of JET, one of Anglo-American's implementation partners in the education program. Thank you for joining us, James.
It's a pleasure.
Now, being an implementation partner in our education program, what agenda did this speak to for you as JET? What greater purpose did you see in partnering with Anglo-American in its education program?
What Anglo-American's done here is it's implementing a model for public schools that is a real game changer. It's setting an example for other interventions. So we're looking at schools holistically.
What is the direct benefit of coming into a child's life with a structured education program? Why the earlier the better?
What we decided as we planned this rollout of the Anglo-American education program was to start ECD and to really catch those kids early while we work in the primary schools and a bit further up. So in ECD we have formal and non-formal centres. And those non-formal centres are part of the program, so we've been quite courageous. Under Norman Bazima's leadership in those early days, Norman just said, let's do the difficult things and set the bar high. I think we built good relationships in the districts around the mines and the BUs. And I think ECD is critical. And if we ignore ECD, which is the most difficult space to work, it doesn't help we work in primary schools. So we've got to work in that kind of value chain from the bottom up.
Now, what Phase 2 means is that over the next 5 years, with this injection of over R1 billion, we seek to have the schools in our host communities perform in the top 20% of state schools nationally in terms of the educational outcomes. And that is in line with our 2030 goals of the Sustainable Mining Plan.
And so it is fitting that we're all here together at the Sai Bono Discovery Center. This, in case you didn't know, is Southern Africa's largest science center.
Clearly, improving the educational outcomes for our children is fundamental to addressing unemployment, inequality, and poverty. At Anglo-American, we are again raising our hand and pledging support to the development of our children. We would like to continue to partner with you, Minister, and all the other provincial MECs in this regard.
And in our journey, we believe that we have to continue through innovative partnerships that we have, like in yourselves. And the partnership with Anglo is a tangible example of what can be achieved when business and government partner to make a lasting difference in our children's lives.
We've worked in 3 provinces in our Phase 1 program: Northern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga. 109 schools, 110 ECDs. Through this program, while we've seen further dropouts across the country, we've seen an increase in 30% of our students writing and finishing school. That's tremendous. So Phase 2, we're investing 510 million. That's doubling our investment. That takes us to 1 billion rand that we've invested on this program.
Now, Phase 2 is about so much more than just supporting educational outcomes. It also looks at things like after-school programs, parent support, ICT, food gardens, sporting activities. It is a holistic approach to our commitment to investing in improving educational outcomes for young people. And with this holistic approach, what we seek to do is to make sure that the young people in our host communities are best prepared for entry into the working world, that their employability more than doubles even as our investment has. And that sets the precedent for a better quality of life.
When it comes to curriculum excellence, The program has assisted a lot, especially a school like ours, where we were a serial underperformer. But through the interaction of this particular program, we are sitting at the current 87% performance, and we are about to reach beyond that. Through this particular program, we were able to instill a sense of care, a sense of share amongst our learners as well as the community. There's a lot that we can talk about this particular program. We were able to innovatively engage in bulk buying, and that particular contribution is able to cover all the learners. And instead of providing only lunch, we are also able to provide breakfast, and breakfast is assisting towards punctuality amongst our learners because it is served 15 minutes before the start of each day. As in this week, we celebrated dignity being restored amongst our learners, and that particular dignity was as a result of school toilets being renovated, all the classrooms being renovated, to the joy and happiness of our learners.
Success is not only limited to money, but it's compared to something far beyond money. Success carries love and passionate with it, but most of all, I believe it's respect. Respect is the key to success that unlocks all doors of good life. And with that, I would like to thank Anglo because they have instilled knowledge in me. They have given me hope for a better future. They have given me the respect that I wanted.
There's been, as you have heard, a lot of technical work done with the principals, with the teachers, with the SGB members, with the parents, and of course with the learners themselves. But the most important lesson for me, the one that we've learned, is that the success of this project is that everybody involved at all times, A, they know what's going on and what the objective and the intention was. B, they know why that is necessary. Why do we need to do this thing? And 3, they agree that it should go on, that it should happen. So this requires constant consultation, discussion, coordination, and most of all, it requires a spirit of us all wishing for that success.
Now, Paul, when the Anglo-American education program came to your school, or when your school became involved in that program, what were some of the changes you noticed, or what changed in terms of how the learning was delivered to the students?
When I was at school, they came and supported us. We had extra hours of school. It really helped me because it helped me with my studies. They improved a lot.
I, for one, had problems with some of my subjects, and when the educational program came in, it meant a lot to me since I got to improve my marks.
What learning institutional school are you actually at?
The current one is a New Bridge College, which is a college that was provided by the Anglo. They provided us facilitators, then they taught us IT, and now we also, as the ICT champions, we support schools. We're helping them how to understand this thing of the 4th Industrial Revolution.
Where do you actually see yourself going forward? What do you want to do with your life?
In my life, I want to be a mathematician.
Wow.
And then in ICT, I was thinking of taking the knowledge and have my own channel, like my TikTok videos, YouTube. Then afterwards, I'll just go and study.
And what do you actually want as your career? What are you sort of thinking about going into?
I was thinking of going into data science.
Where is Paul 5, 10, 15 years from now?
I have a dream of being like my brother, a lens person. I want to tell the story through the lens and documentary it. So I want to be a professional photographer.
And I totally believe you can achieve it, Paul. I look forward to one day hearing about you as an award-winning photographer or videographer.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful to see the launch of Phase 2 of the education program, and it's incredibly exciting looking ahead to the next 5 years and knowing that our investment of R1 billion+ will vastly improve educational and employment outcomes for the children in the schools in our host communities. From me, Inonge Manuma from the Corporate Communications team, thank you for joining us And together with me, I'm sure you look forward to seeing the progression of Anglo American's education program.